Good day, everyone. I'm Alyssa from Group 2, and with me are Zvi, Hannah, Miyeon, and Atrisha. Our committee for this project is Rexdale, and the name of our project is Project Revive Rexdale. In this presentation, we will talk about the history and current situation of the said community. Zvi and Hannah will present this part. The next part will be the resources present in the community and the services provided that benefits the community. Mian will explain this matter. Planning, implementation, and evaluating the project will be next. This part will highlight the short and long term goals for this project that will benefit the community. Yours indeed, and Atrisha will present this part. This presentation will be a mixture of pre recorded presentation and Zoom meeting. Before we start, we would like to acknowledge the land where Rexdale is currently sitting and Seneca College School grounds and facilities. Thank you for watching and feel free to post your questions. Seneca College Land Acknowledgement. Seneca would like to acknowledge the land on which its buildings are housed and where students, faculty, support staff, and members of the public gather. This land is the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. We are guests on this space, and it's our shared obligation to respect, honor, and sustain the land. City of Toronto Land Acknowledgement. We acknowledge the land we are meeting on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. Rexdale history and current issues.
Rexdale was created in 1950 by a man named Rex Wesley Heslop. It's a community that's located in the northwest corner of Toronto. During Heslop's time, there was around 2,000 homes and 70 businesses in Rexdale. The community that was once up and coming is now known as the ghetto. Rexdale is now made up of apartment complexes and multiplex dwellings that are both publicly and privately owned, which provide affordable rental units. The community faces multiple social problems from unemployment, poverty, crime, gang violence, drugs, isolation, which gives Rexdale a bad reputation. As per the census statistics for Rexdale and the City of Toronto, the community has a lower average household income, a higher unemployment rate, employment and a lower employment rate. Poverty and low income are two of the most common problems that community members in Rexdale experience. Additionally, economic inequality is present in Rexdale due to the lack of economic resources that could assist the community economically. Inve- Investment in education systems within the community can help with economic inequality.
The rate of unemployment is high in Rexdale. There aren't as many high paying jobs available within the community. The community members' employment opportunities are limited by the fact that the neighborhood has a negative reputation. Due to the reputation of the community, often employers are hesitant to hire applicants residing in Rexdale. High rate of unemployment and high rate of poverty contribute to other social problems such as crime and gangs, as well as family conflict. The youth in Rexdale with lower level of social economy are found to be those with higher levels of behavioral problems. Due to the problematic youth behaviors, Rexdale is known for the community with high level of youth crime and gang violence. Rexdale is also a community that's known for drug-related crimes. The youth in Rexdale with lower levels of social economy are found to be those with higher levels of behavioral problems. He cut. Project Traveler targets criminal activity carried out by the Dixon City Bloods. Toronto Anti-Violence Intervention Strategy. This program puts officers in the community, enabling them to form powerful relationships with the community. Yearly, the Toronto Police Service carry out raids that are part of a drug and gun trafficking bust in the Rexdale community.
Community, resources, and capacity for change.
This is Miyeon. I'm going to talk about community resources and capacity for change. First, I'm going to talk about employment services in Rexdale. Rexdale community has multiple employment resources. First, Rexdale Women's Center has Women's Employment Resource Center, which provide employment service including needs assessment, job search support, resume building, coaching, and etc. to newcomer women. Toronto Employment and Social Service Rexdale Employment Center provides drop-in services and resources, which includes helping people for job searching, training, access to final benefit referrals. JVS Toronto Newcomer Employment Services location is in Rexdale, and this agency is providing various employment services to broad population. It provides not only one-on-one coaching and job search support, it also helps people to explore career option based on their interests, skills, values, and personality through counseling. Next is social services for homelessness in Rexdale. Salvation Army has opened up a homeless shelter which targeted for senior, and it is available for 45 people, including 18 women and 27 men, aged 55 or more, who are experiencing homelessness. At an agency named Youth Without Shelter, 33 youth can find accommodation for each night, and the clients also can be supported by crisis counseling, safe shelter, nutritious food, new clothing, and hygiene product while spending their night at the shelter. This agency not only provides shelter for youth, but also offers meeting and training sessions for youth to obtain essential life skills that they may have no chance to learn due to homelessness in their young age. Employment service, housing, and aftercare services for next step of clients. Next is housing services in Rexdale. Albion Neighborhood Services offers various housing services. Firstly, via voluntary trustship service at the agency, client can get advice on making a budget plan, getting support to make every payment for bills and rent on time, guarantees for one's stability regards to financial and housing status, getting support regards to conflicts with tenants and landlord, and getting connection and resources within the community. Aside of this voluntary trustship services, the agency offers specialized housing program as well. It has housing help service, which includes housing counseling, housing listing, landlord tenants mediation assistance with social housing applications, assessments and referrals to legal clinics and tenant support program. The specialized program also provides rent bank that helps clients to get interest-free loans for deposit of their rent and for people who are at risk of getting kicked out of their rent due to their rental arrear. And also winter warmth program is available for low-income household that is about to get disconnected of energy to get assistance for hydro and bridge gas fee, and street outreach program for people who have no home to live to get their housing, and follow-up support program for those of who found their place to live from street outreach program. And last but not least, home assistant program is being offered at the agency for people who are income eligible to save their bill by upgrading their light bulbs, appliance installation to energy efficient products. Next, I'm going to talk about health resources in Rexdale community. Rexdale Community Health Center provides various services that is advocating people to be physically, economically, socially, and mentally healthy. First of all, the organization is providing healthcare services such as family medicine, food care, sexual health clinic, psychotherapy, nutrition counseling, dental service, chiropractor, community choice pharmacy, naturopathic with a team of clinical specialists. Secondly, chronic diseases management is also available at the agency, including diabetes education program, diabetes support, hypertension monthly workshop. The agency is not only providing health-related services, but also project and program for community capacity building through supporting client and providing resources regards to social determinants of health by community health worker. Last part of resources in Rexdale is children and youth. At Delta Family Service, which is community-based agency, provides various youth programs including basketball leadership, future explorer, after-school program, swag, Africana, testimonial, OLORI, Black Youth Leadership Program, Youth in Transition from Care. At Rexdale Women's Center, they not only provide employment services, but also children and youth services to children. The agency provides preschool program, school readiness program, and care for newcomer children. School readiness program for 2 to 6-year-old newcomer children. Youth Hub in Rexdale Women's Center provides services for youth such as homework help, one-on-one counseling, newcomer settlement support, career education networking, a range of after-school programs, recreational activities and volunteering opportunities, and community service for high school graduation. Also, the agency provides after-school programs, supportive counseling service, settlement orientation support for newcomer youth to Canada. Next, I'm going to talk about capacity for change in Rexdale community. With the existing community resources, we wanted to implement the resource to our project to have better quality of result of it. Since we are working on employment and ESL program, which is going to be families who are new to Canada, we would like to find some community member to make partnership in this project. First, Rexdale Women's Center, which was mentioned above regards to employment service that Rexdale community has, can be implemented in our project for better understanding of employment in this community area. The experience on the issue and employment resources might be really helpful for our project to be improved with high quality. As it was mentioned above, Rexdale Women's Center has developed their program with full of information of employment for women who are new to Canada. By implementing the practiced resources, will make our project richer and more professional.
To develop programs such as the after-school program, employment program, and language program that caters various population that is presented in the community and boost the morale of the community. Short term, to establish programs such as language programs, employment programs, and after-school programs for the immediate neighborhood. Long term, to add more stakeholders and agencies implementing the project and establish network of agencies for the said program. Employment program. The project plans to either revamp or introduce new programs that will cater various job seekers and hiring companies to match their needs. Language program. The project plans to introduce language programs such as ESL and Link, child minding included, also English conversion group, and incorporate various culture within the lesson and the conversation. After school programs. The project plans to create activities for the youth in accordance with their interests.
5-year planning. Year 1. Discussion evaluation of the community about the project and piloting the first classes, programs and training, ESL after school and employment programs. Year 2. Gradual increase of classes and programs in the center to accommodate more clients in the neighborhood and evaluation of the project. Year 3. Implementation of revised or new guidelines for the presented programs and re-evaluation of the programs. Year 4, full implementation of the project and start looking for new stakeholders and other partnering agencies who wants to implement this project towards their agency. Year 5, evaluation of whole project and improvement. For the resources, we're gonna use posters, questionnaire from Google Form, and brochures. And this is the sample of a brochure. Thank you for listening to our presentation. We have heard that the history of Rexdale and its current situation that is going on to the community. Also, we have heard some agencies that are present to the community and their services being implemented to help the people who wants to make their lives better or the community itself. Also, we have included how we will start planning the project, implementing it, and evaluating it, and the resources that we're going to use for this project. So, we therefore conclude that the goal of Project Revive Rexdale is to save the reputation of the community and bring equal opportunities to the community members. By working alongside the community members, we will able to revamp the community while providing them with a sense of empowerment. Before we leave you guys, we have one question for you, and that is in addition to our plans, how do you think we can promote positivity and work towards making the community safe for the whole community and having a violence free community? We are looking forward to your answers and for your question as well. And we are hoping that you have a wonderful rest after this semester.